Hey, how you doing? So check this out. Tonight is UFC 276. And for all my fight fans out there, for all of us out there, here's a real quick what you need to know before the fucking fight card starts. So, on the main card, we've got Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean, the dude with the fucking pink hair that fights nobody, is fighting nobody. He's fighting Pedro fucking Munoz tonight, which the UFC is claiming is one of his toughest fights of all time. Sure, except for the fact that he lost to Chito Vera and acted like Peter Griffin on his way out. Right? So here's the deal. If you need to know what you need to know tonight before you go to the fights, you don't know shit about fights, you're going out with your friends to the fucking bar, here's what you need to know. Sean O'Malley's going to win. Sean O'Malley is going to win, and we don't want him to, but he's going to, because he's taken on a fucking guy that has lost 4 out of 5 fights. He's older, he's everything. Yes, I'm talking all the shit that Sean O'Malley talks shit about fans hating on him for. I'm talking that shit. Because Sean O'Malley is smart, and he's working himself in to a bigger paycheck by fighting lesser people. So Sean O'Malley should absolutely win tonight. It'll be a horrible 3-round fight, and you're going to watch Sean O'Malley do his little signature swish like he's some kind of fucking badass. But he's not. He's just another dude fighting jobbers. Sean O'Malley wins. Judge's decision. Then, Robbie Lawler and Brian Barberena, baby, they got moved up to the fucking main card because Miesha Tate's fight got canceled with Lauren Murphy. Thank fucking God. Because who cares about that? Sorry, Miesha. You just look good. But that's it. You'll never be a champ again. Here's what we got to look forward to. A slugfest between Robbie Lawler, ruthless, one of my favorite fighters of all fucking time. And that's who I'm picking tonight. Because, listen, he's been on a losing streak too, on and off, but he's lost a lot of his fights. And Brian Barberena, he's winning and losing in the same aspect that Robbie Lawler is winning and losing. They're not doing themselves any favors, but they're keeping themselves alive in the UFC organization. And both of them like to throw bows, man. I mean, listen, you're talking about, all right, Brian Barberena, who likes to boom, boom, boom. And you're talking about fucking Robbie Lawler, who's a roll in and out fucking right. So we got nothing but a goddamn slugfest in that fight. You can call it either way you want to. It doesn't matter. You're going to be wrong. I'm pulling for Robbie Lawler. Then we've got Sean Strickland against Alex Pereira, the guy that knocked out fucking Israel Adesanya in the kickboxing league, right? And now he's a UFC MMA fighter going up against Sean Strickland as a means to get himself in the rankings. And that's a hell of a fight to fight, too. Sean Strickland is no slouch. The problem I have with this is Sean Strickland is kind of like fucking Stifler. And eventually, you're not going to take him seriously. And based on what I saw from the videos from Fight Week, I'm not taking Strickland seriously tonight. I'm taking Pereira seriously. The best thing Strickland can do is try to use the takedown, but he's not going to do it. Pereira wins this fight, probably by 2nd or 3rd round knockout. Moving on to the co-main event. None of us want this fucking fight. None of us asked for it, but the UFC is giving it to us anyway. So here I am telling it to you. Alexander Volkanovski versus fucking Max Holloway. For the 3rd fight, Alex, is that right? 3rd fight. Alex has already won twice. But because Max Holloway is the only fucking competitor in that division that's worth his salt, they have to fight again. And if Max Holloway wins tonight, that means we get a 4th fucking fight between these two guys. That's a stalemate in the division. I don't like it. I don't want it. And neither do you. So, we're pulling for Volkanovski to fucking finish Max Holloway for good. As much as we love Max Holloway, we need, as fans of this sport, we need Volkanovski to beat Max Holloway tonight so that he can move up and try to claim a second belt like he's been talking about doing. But we damn sure don't want a fourth fucking fight between these two guys that we're going to watch again for the third time tonight after Max Holloway's already lost 2 times. Volkanovski. Then we got the main event. I don't like fucking Israel Adesanya. I don't like him at all. I, in fact, think he's pulling a Tyron Woodley, but doing it better. He's not fighting his opponents. Ever since the Gastelum fight, ever since the last, not the second one, but the first Whitaker fight, Adesanya has not been in it for the grit. He's a back around, runaway fighter. Run, boom! Knock you out or hurt you a little bit, score some points. Adesanya is not here to fight. He's here to dance. He's footloose. Call that motherfucker Kevin Bacon. Because that's all he's here to do. Footloose, cut loose. I don't know how the fucking lyrics go, but that's what he's doing. So I'm pulling for Cannonier tonight. Jared Cannonier is a normal, average, boring individual. He's an American motherfucker who's just out here to fucking make money for his family, bro. I'm pulling for Cannonier. I do think that Adesanya is going to win because I think that Adesanya is going to be that runaway fighter that he always is, and he's going to figure out a way to score points and win the fight and keep his belt. But Jared Cannonier needs this belt. He needs this fight. This will propel his life and his family into another realm. So I'm pulling for Cannonier. But tonight, I think Izzy's going to take it again. That's what I've got.